to America now, where an Ohio death row prisoner faces execution for the second time. The court approved the move after a botched first lethal injection. 59-year-old Rommel Broom was convicted of raping and murdering a 14-year-old girl in 1984. In 2009, the prison medical team failed to find a suitable vein to make the injection. The attempted execution lasted some 2 hours, during which the prisoner reportedly screamed in agony. Now, the veins on his arms, legs, elbows and wrists were reportedly punctured at least 18 times with no success. His lawyer witnessed the failed procedure.
It was very awful. I was there, and during the time when they're trying to put the IV ports into his arms with the needles, he's behind a glass wall, so I can't hear him, but I could see him. They had managed to hit a vein. At one point, blood spurted out and got on his shirt. And at another point, a doctor from the prison came in and attempted to establish an IV in his ankle, and she jabbed the needle into his bone, and that was just terrible. You could see him. He was just in terrible pain.
In 2009, Broom's defense team filed a petition claiming the failed execution amounted to torture. 6 years later, the state Supreme Court witnessed heated debate over Mr. Broom's appeal.
So assuming the next execution goes forward and there is no ability to find a vein, what would you have the state do?
Well, there should be no next execution for Rommel Broom, but if they can't find a vein, they have to have a backup plan.
Hypothetically, about the next execution, what is it you want the state to do?
They have to have a backup plan that
Who has to have it?
The state must have a backup plan how executions can be conducted humanely.
So this is just your notion of what the state should do, not founded in statute and not founded in case law from other jurisdictions.
On Wednesday, though, the court ruled that during the first execution effort, Broom's life was never actually at risk, making a second attempt legal. It's far from the first time that a lethal injection has gone badly wrong, sometimes causing substantial pain to the inmate. In 2014, a prisoner writhed and groaned for 43 minutes while a new prototype drug failed to take effect. One convict struggled for hours in what was described as one of the worst ever attempts at lethal injection. At the same year, another inmate was executed using an untested drug. Richard Dieter, the executive director of the Death Penalty Information Center, blames the pharmaceutical companies for the mishaps.
Well, they were exceptions. They were unusual, but now they have become much more common. And the reason is that the pharmaceutical companies have refused to sell the ordinary drugs that were used in execution. So states are experimenting. That's what happened in Clayton Lockett's case and other cases. They're trying new drugs that had never been tried before in an execution, and that's an experimentation on human beings.